Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do if it doesn't resonate with you, if you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So channel members, you have your next Major Arcana Series video posting tonight, so definitely check that out. If you're interested in the channel memberships, that link will be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Taking a step aside and allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay. Oh, I don't even know if I need cards for this one. I'm being shown like train wheels, and it's funny because I think train came up the last reading. So I'm seeing like these train wheels, and the wheels are all kind of like moving together. So this is making me think of one phase moving into another phase. It's like one phase is directly, oh, the two phases aren't separate, they're connected. Oh, somebody here, it feels a little bit like there's a decision that you're about to make them. And the decision is to incorporate something that sets off an entirely new set of experiences, but it's connected to the experience that you're currently having. So, for example, this could look like if you're in school, you're deciding to pick up a new course, like, yeah, I'm blanking on words right now, so I'm just going to say course. If you are a business owner, maybe you're thinking of incorporating something new into your business, or doing things a slightly different way. Oh, this kind of makes me think of the other day I asked about if some people would like occasional random live pick-a-cards. And so it's something like that, right? Where we're thinking about doing something small and a little different. And this is a good thing. And the reason why it's a good thing is because I'm kind of feeling that whoever this message is for, what you've experienced is some sort of plateau. And this is one of the reasons why you may be thinking about incorporating something new. So if you're somebody who, like, things are going well and you're experiencing growth and you're just considering something new to do, I don't know that this is going to be for you. It might be, but this feels like it's more specifically directed towards people who have experienced some sort of stagnation. And I'm just kind of like getting a confirmation vibe from that. The reason why is because that seems to be what this message is about, is understanding a little bit of energy dynamics for whoever this message is for. So you have this sort of a plateau, and what I'm hearing is like things can't stay the same forever. So you may have been doing the same thing for like a year or, 10 years. For myself, I noticed that I have about a 3 to 6 month window where I have to start changing things. And if I don't start changing things, things will start plateauing. And you guys probably don't see that a whole lot just through this little screen. But there's a lot of things that have changed, not just in this room where I do this, but also on the back end of the channel. There's a lot of things that take place that are not part of the 20-minute, readings that you guys get to see that happen for this channel. Again, this is my full-time job, and it takes a full-time job worth of hours to make this thing run. And so there's a lot of elements that change in between there. Like, for example, about a month ago, I started using this new online planner. And what happens when you bring in those new things, no matter how small, right? Maybe you went out and you bought like a pack of pens. Like, I feel that is a little bit more significant for whoever this message is for. But what happens when you bring in these new energies is, especially when you're bringing in something that you feel good about or you feel passionate about, you have that heart space open just a little bit, right? And what happens is this ends up like moving the energy. Bringing in new energy creates momentum for the energy to move, right? It's kind of like throwing a bowling ball and have those pins that are just stagnant. Now they're moving because something's pushing them to the side. This is what it happens when we bring in new energy into our lives. You can also tell by the movement whether the new energy is good for you or not good for you. Because this is something that is your choice to bring in, I feel that for many of you, this is something that's good for you, especially if it's something that doesn't require other people. Some of you are trying to make a choice about collaboration and stuff, and I think that for the majority of you, this is going to be a good move. The energy, however, is that if you have been stuck for a while, this is a really good time to make that decision. It's almost like the momentum for making that decision is building as we're approaching the end of December. So you might feel a little bit of like antsy, right? Like, I want to get this thing going. I want to do this now. You may have spent some time thinking about this before you do that. And I think that you're still going to spend a little bit of time thinking about doing this before you actually set out to do it, for most of you. Some of you have already set out to do it and you're already feeling that energy start to change. Now, one of the things about this is where the block had been, you may have felt it, for example, inside your heart, inside your solar plexus. What happens when we start to plateau is we start to feel a little disappointed, right? Things aren't going the way that we thought that they were. They're not turning out the way that we expect. And what happens is that heart space kind of like locks up a little bit. We feel like a denser energy in that heart space. And that denser energy, slowly over time, it cuts off this divine energy from our solar plexus. And so this will result in, if you don't realize it now, you may, once the energy starts moving, a little bit of a dip in our self-confidence. It chisels away at your self-confidence a little bit, your ability to think that you can do these things. And so what's going to happen is, as you bring this other energy in and that heart space opens up, because now it's locked into something that it values and it enjoys again, and it feels good about it, you're going to notice that your self-confidence starts to come back. Especially if you have noticed that it's dipped, your self-confidence is going to start coming back again. And so you're going to come back into alignment. And this is what helps this momentum really build. So there's like this opening up of the energy that I'm feeling for whoever this message is for. And this is a really good route to take. Just be mindful that you're not, if it is about your job, make sure that you're not making too much work for yourself, because I do feel a little bit of this energy of a possible burnout once the momentum really builds up. So plan for that, right? Have a game plan in the back of your head for what to do if things really take off. This seems to be forcing someone out of their comfort zone a little bit, whatever this decision or this new thing is. It's like forcing somebody to expand. Oh, okay, they're expanding their energy, and this is also why there's more energy that's going to be building, because something has to occupy that space, right? We're expanding and things are coming in to meet us. One of the things that it's also showing me is... okay, so how do I put this? I want to put this the right way. Concisely. Okay, so a lot of us, we always want more, right? This is just the human condition. People want more. But what they don't realize is that they have a certain space allotted to them. So like, think of a box. And if you're always in the center of that box and you haven't taken up the full box, how can you have a bigger box, right? You don't really need a bigger box. Someone here, you're expanding into all the areas of your life. So maybe you've recently, started taking care of your body better. Maybe you've started doing a self-care routine. Maybe you've started adulting more than you used to. Maybe you started experimenting with your creativity. You've been incorporating other areas of your life into some sort of a practice of balance. That's what it feels like. Someone's really tried to practice some balance. And by doing this, what you've done is you've taken up the full measure of your space. And this is when we're able to graduate into a bigger space where things come to fill it. So it's like you've prepped yourself and put yourself in a place where you're ready to receive. So if you're somebody, for example, if you're watching this and you're like, this hasn't resonated so far, but I watch your videos, because a lot of you do that. I just want to say that if you find yourself not receiving from the universe, remember that if you stay small, it's very hard to receive, because you have to expand your energy and you have to expand yourself. You have to live at the fullest potential that you have right now in order to receive those things. So if you're keeping yourself stuck and at home, but you want all these relationships, you're not going to find them, right? You have to expand yourself to go out and meet the experience in order to find those things coming to you. Okay. For somebody particularly who has been expressing more creativity, you may be trying to incorporate something into your creative work or into your creative paradigm, and this is a good thing. But if you're someone that survives on that creativity, they want you to consider raising your value, right? Your value isn't being determined by the people who are purchasing things from you. Your value is being determined by what you're setting. there's this energy coming in for that here for the collective community, or I'm sorry, the creative community that watches me, that you know, raise your standard, raise your value on yourself. There's something about the more that you value yourself, the more that you're going to receive inspiration, the more that you're going to receive you know, the finances that you need to make this work for yourself. Now for everybody else, I do want to pull some cards here. Wow, that happened fast. One of the reasons why I don't often answer questions about the readings that I just did, because there's nothing more for me to tell you if I've done a reading about it. I've given you everything that I'm getting. But the other reason is because as soon as I'm done and I cut off the energy, I don't remember most of the readings. I don't remember the content, right? I might remember the gist, but I don't remember the details. And just now, I completely forgot what this reading is about. So we're gonna see. I'm just gonna give you what they give me, but it's like it got taken away for some reason. Here we have the Eight of Wands, and so the Eight of Wands moving into the Five of Wands. So there's some sort of defense. Somebody here, you may have a tendency to fight to stay a particular way, to like do things a particular way. You're moving away from this, and whoever this message is for, it feels like you're getting more comfortable and stepping outside of your comfort zone. And the more that you do this, the easier it's going to be to get the energy to continuously flow, right? The more that you're used to adapting and pivoting and bringing in new things and trying new things out, the more that energy is going to flow, and that flow itself will have momentum so that it flows faster, right? Here with the Temperance card, I'm kind of seeing that this is some sort of alchemical process taking place within someone, inside their own emotional body. As you get used to adapting, oh wow, okay, I'm very hesitant to say that, but I'm going to say it because it did come through. As you get used to adapting for somebody out there, you're going to notice that this actually helps your nervous system. You're not going to be so tense and tight because things are changing around you all the time. You're going to start understanding that change is part of life and that it's safe. So, okay, I guess that's it. That's it. Yeah, that got cut off, so that's it. So whoever this message is for, I hope this resonates with you. Feel free to like this video, feel free to leave a comment, and until next time.